It's Week 8 of the National Football League, and we've got Breece Hall. He was unstoppable a week ago with 4 touchdowns. It's the Jets and the Jags. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll go again with Gibbs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
Silver.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's Simmons. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. This defense for the Jets, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Maddox. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 3rd and 3. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Jets first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. The Jets at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row. And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off play action. Maddox. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain. From the 23, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Hey, kill.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
And the Jaguars first down. 1st and 10.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 35. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they're a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Lawrence will throw. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. Now Lawrence on 1st down. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Evan Ingram from 17 yards out. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Ball again on second down. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? Breaks through the contact. Racing to the end zone. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall. His 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Jaguars 7. Kevin McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs. They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football.
Luckily enough, there are more people there to get him down.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence. That's complete to Mooney. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now Lawrence to throw. He's got it to Collins, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Nico Collins, 40 yards. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it was Nico Collins who finished it off with a touchdown reception. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. He's up over 1,200 yards now on the season. Had a touchdown on that last drive as well. Things continuing to trend in the right direction for this offense, but specifically Charles's running game.
And it all comes back to one word, doesn't it? Cohesion. Because you have to have that. Center, guards, tackles, tight ends. Some of the wide receivers being involved. Maybe a lead runner at times. Maybe a fullback. But all in all, those X's and O's on the grease board that look so nice, that turns into a jumble in real life, and these guys have to know what to do on the run, on the move. They've done it well for them all year long.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 18. Back to the ground with Hall. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. To throw on 2nd down, Maddox. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are going to take the lead.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with it. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. But Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Collins. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Jets' 43-yard line.
All right, let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. On 3rd down, Lawrence Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line.
17 yards. That's good for the Jaguars.
Here's Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now Lawrence. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 17-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Touchdown! Jahmyr Gibbs from 17 yards out. And the Jags are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Looks good on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Now a play fake here on first down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. Back to throw. Maddox. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Can't get away, and he's taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So, well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. And the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this 3rd quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Down the left sideline, and he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 132 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On first down right back to Hall. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Jets come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
On second down, Lawrence. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. Lawrence. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Gibbs straight ahead. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to make it fourth down. And that is no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So here are the Jets now to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start first and 10. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 152 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They'll go again with Hall. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. That time they're able to bottle him up, and he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he is going to have a Jets first down as he gets a little more than he needed. 4 yards to pick up there on 4th and 2. The type of game that he's having running the football, there was no doubt who they were giving the ball to.
So why didn't they just go ahead and go after him on defense? Right?
Yeah,
if you know,
on him.
right? You know he's having that type of a game. Who else would you expect to get the football? I would have taken my chances and sold out defensively to stop him. And if anyone else picks it up, I tip my cap to him.
Here's 2nd and 3. On second down, a run with Hall. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll run with Hall. And from the 9.
Gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running.
Well, he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Jets are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Jaguars 21. Evan McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Lawrence's throw complete to Dotson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. He'll complete this one to Collins. It'll be a gain of 5. And it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw there complete to Mooney. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. Darnell Mooney, 60 yards. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Jets take it over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
A lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. Let's see if he can do it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And quickly they get to the line. Ball again. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. A little juke. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Ball want to give up the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have?
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Tui Pelotu got in and dropped it. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. That is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets could be on their way to 7-1 as they add on to their lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Straight ahead is Hall. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Here's Hall again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Blue check.
Running left, it's Hall. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. And now they're in the hurry-up.
17-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play.
Ready?
On 3rd down, Maddox being chased out left. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. A toss left side for Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So they get pushed back to the 11. And here's 2nd and goal. In motion right, that's Wilson. There's a fake on the Jets, sweeping instead. A give to Hall up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw, and they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Jets have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving at a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, go, go! Go, go!
Lawrence will throw. That's complete. It's Collins. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
It's 2nd and inches at the 29-yard line.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Locates Mooney on the out route. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a throw again is Lawrence. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He's got it. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jarnell Mooney with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Lutz good on the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he will have a Jets first down, and that should just about do it. Here's a give to Hall. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now it looks like he'll throw here. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jets have opened up a 3-score lead as they pull away here in the 4th.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
Ready.
They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Rip, 23.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. I think this is what this game's become now. You just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A final shot now for Lawrence. And it's caught. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Jets, the victory moves them to 7-1 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston